Hey friends, I'm ready for another cold case. Hope this is bright enough. The natural light is gone. Got a request. Yeah, I have a nice list of cold cases I want to work on. See what my guides and spirits have to say, but this case is the Springfield 3. Springfield, Missouri. June 7, 1992. 3 missing women. Their belongings were left behind. No struggle found. A porch light was broken. Open door. There was a message on the answering machine that was accidentally erased. Cheryl Levitt, 47. Her daughter Susie Streeter, 19. And a friend, Stacy McCall, 18. Last seen about 2 a.m., June 6, 92. They went to the Levitt house after a bunch of graduation parties. The next morning, Levitt's bed appeared to be slept in. Clothes were neatly folded. All 3 purses were on the floor in the living room together. The next morning, a friend, Janelle Kirby, came by because they were supposed to go to a water park the next day. And when she couldn't find them, there was 2 strange phone calls she answered. Hung up on both. They were sexually innuendo calls. And there was a guy who lived in the area who had a checkered past. A Robert Cox claimed he knew about it. Claimed he would, after his parents died, he had an alibi that he was home with his parents, so it didn't go any further, and they claimed it was nothing. The officers and whatnot. He said after his mother dies, he would tell them where the bodies were. And another story that came out that supposedly came as a tip, rumored to be from a psychic or something, that the bodies were buried underneath a parking garage, at a new medical center or something. They did the imaging, whatever, and found 3 somethings underneath there, but it had been way too expensive to dig up. So that was kind of dismissed. So when I read that, I felt like that's not them. Okay. I also feel that this Cox is not involved. He's already a criminal. He was just trying to get attention. First off, that's what I'm getting. So, we need it. Well, I need this. See, it helps get me to get a backstory. Have a little information so you know where to go and you don't have to search for, if you just get asked, can you do a reading on the Springfield 3? Be like, you have to find all this other outlanding information to get to the heart of the problem. So with any reading, it's nice to have knowledge or experience, into it. It breaks through the clutter. You know what I mean? It's like if you're going to college, you need to spell it for some reason. 4 wands? What's that mean? The 4 wands, 4 wands. Nothing. It just fell out. So, consider this like going to college or school, high school, whatever. You need to study to pass the test. Okay? So if you go to the test without study, you have to take more time to analyze the question and decipher it from your little knowledge. But if you had the studying already kind of completed, you know where to go. Okay? It can be done the other way, but it's harder and it takes longer. Okay. So, let's dig deep. Cheryl Lovett, 47. Springfield 3. Cheryl Lovett, Susie Streeter, and Stacy McCall. Cheryl Streeter, Cheryl Lovett, Susie Streeter, Stacy McCall. Do either one of you three want to come forward? I'm getting Stacy McCall, the friend, right now. What do you have to say, Stacy? Stacy? What do you have to show me, Stacy? We got back to the house. Cheryl's house. Cheryl went to bed. And Susie and I passed out on the couch. We were pretty drunk. We've been partying all day. We forgot to lock the door. Two men snuck in. It appeared to be a robbery. One guy in his low 30s with black hair, and another guy, blonde hair, late 20s. One wearing a hoodie, the other a sweatshirt. They were driving a late modeled conversion van. They quickly put duct tape over mine and Susie's mouth, and then duct taped our hands behind our backs. While we were on the floor, they went to the bedroom to get Cheryl. They hurt her. Seems since there was two, they couldn't handle three people. They struggled. And did the same to her. But the blow to Cheryl, she was already gone. They choked her. They carried Cheryl out to the van and then came back in and tidied up the room. Folded clothes and put things around neatly. They weren't expecting people in the house. Because Cheryl was gone, they had to change their plan. So bound up in tape, they carried us out to the van. Then they went back in the house to tidy up, to make like everything was normal. No signs of struggle. wearing gloves. They didn't come to hurt anyone. They just wanted to check out the place and rob it. Take anything of importance. They came out to the van. They quietly left. Driving, they argued. They didn't know what to do. Drove for like 15 miles south. Near a small town. In the country, they found like a gravel road. Access to like a field. Because there was crops. But there was no field around. Or, not field, but house. Totally random place they didn't know. They just kept driving around until they found something. There was corn. There was a stream. Some woods. And they found an area and they buried us. There is a tree stand by it for hunters. Like 200 yards away. But the area is it's deep in a wooded place, so it won't be found. I believe they weren't killers. But we weren't. We were buried alive and suffocated. That's a bad way to go. That's a horrible death. It won't be, the case won't be solved. We won't be found. But it's close. It's close to home. But it's remote. Maybe someday. But it's okay. I'm in a good place. I'm of love. I don't seek revenge. I'm at peace. I don't know about my friend. I don't know about Cheryl. I don't see them anymore. I hope they're okay. Maybe they're in a different place. But it's okay. She's gone. That was Stacy. Cheryl or Susie, you want to come in? Cheryl or Susie, you want to say anything? I don't get anything from them. I feel they're together. I feel like they've moved on. Let's throw some cards. The Springfield 3 case. What do you have to say through the cards? Cheryl, Susie, and Stacy. What do you have to say through the cards? Cheryl, Stacy, and Susie. Cheryl, Stacy, and Susie. Ace of Cups is on the bottom. So it feels like they're in a place of love. Four of Pentacles. Four of Coins. The men were looking for money. The Devil on top there. Greed. The Hermit. They went into hiding. Ace of Swords in the middle. Look for a new beginning. Six of Swords next to it. Change from the struggle. They moved. Ten of Cups. Strange card. It feels like it should be upside down, because that'd be the unhappy home. So they moved away to get a new beginning from an unhappy home. And then we got the Sun, the Moon, and the Prince of Cups. Okay, these cards are kind of weird now. Usually they're good cards. Sun reversed, no. The Moon reversed, no. The Moon would be secrets. Knight of Cups. Knight of Cups. It feels like the two men, they're very emotional over this, keeping secrets. But the Sun, kind of feels like they're having huge guilt. Is the Sun supposed to be up, down, or reversed? That would make more sense. But guilt of their failure being upside down. Because my cards never come upside down. I just got a sense whether they're positive or not. Four of Wands and the Queen of Swords. Four of Swords. Yeah, that's a reverse. The Four of Wands. It's not being successful. And disassociating. Queen of Swords. There's a lot of internal conflict about what they did. It's feeling like they were just meager thieves. Like they had no intentions of hurting anyone. The Lovers and the Nine of Pentacles. What would that mean? Yeah, it's feeling like it should be reversed too, because that would be a moral lapse of judgment, like unloved. They wanted more, with the Nine of Pentacles finishing it. Yeah, that's what it just kind of feels. It's like they wanted more than they had. Ten of Cups reversed was they had unhappy families. And they ran a long way with the Six of Swords from Missouri. Knight of Swords, Knight of Swords. I'm not seeing justice here. You know, like the Knight of Swords, investigators, or the Justice card was under Ace of Cups on the bottom, but I don't feel I should be using it. Only a couple times I said, look at the next one. Will these guys ever turn themselves in, or will the bodies be found? Page of Wands. Thought. The Magician. Two of Cups. New loyalties. Five of Coins. Financial collapse. Nine of Swords. Failure. There's some secrets going on. And this has been what? 92. 27 years? I don't know. I'm going to clarify because it's kind of indicating those last ones. See if I'm right with a different deck. That something may happen where they might get busted somewhere and somehow get linked to it. That would be shocking after 28 years or whatever. 27 and almost 28. Okay. Well, something happened that these two men that did this heinous thing, these three ladies, somehow be connected and caught. Will these two men be caught? Ten of Wands on the bottom. Struggles. The Hierophant. The government. Page of Cups. People coming through the door. New feelings. Something's helpful. Judgment. Page of Swords. New actions. A clever young man. Knight of Coins. That's investigators with paperwork. And death. The ending. I think these guys are going to be found by something else. And it has something to do with that broken glass that wasn't checked out much, because that broken porch glass, whatever, it was cleaned up, but they figured it was too tampered with. And too many people came to the scene before they figured out what happened. But there's something with that glass. Like, they kept the glass anyway, but now they could test it again. So it feels like this case is coming up. The Moon. Secrets. Ten of Coins. Success. Material success. Seven of Coins. Discovering a different way. The Tower. They're gonna find it. Oh my God. Knight of Swords. Here's the Knight of Swords. The Investigators. That's my police card. Are you effing kidding me? And the Hierophant. More government. Like a female prosecutor. Oh my God. It sure seems like they're going to find it. I wonder if they're opening it up again or something. It sure seems like these cards are showing it that they're going to get their justice. It's like wherever these guys are, it's like I didn't see if they're in jail or something will connect them to Missouri. Page of Wands, new idea. The Hermit. That could mean they're in jail. Being the Hermit, they're standing alone. Six of Swords. Escape. They needed to escape. Traveling. Queen of Cups. Another government card. God, I don't know when. Oh, that'd be awesome if this could get close. The cards are sure seeming that way. When, I don't know. All I gotta say is maybe watch the news on this one. Kind of feels like these two, well, they had the Two of Cups earlier or whatever, so I think they're both imprisoned. And someone's gonna find out, put it all together. And the key is that or maybe they talked in prison about it or something. But it feels like that broken patio light is part of it and the key. Oh, God. This one's kind of crazy. And long. Let's pray these two get justice. I forgot who I was talking to. Stacy? She didn't seem to know or care. You know, they're in a place of love. They don't care about justice, but from the throw, it seems like something's coming. Someone's going to connect the dots or something. How long would that be? Would that be one of the longer, obviously longer cold cases? Wow. Really? Wow. I hope this happens. This would be crazy. And give peace to the families. Say a prayer for them. Thanks.